I made an old man. I said, tell me your story. He took out an old pen and wrote something for me.
Alright guys, what is up? Welcome to our first video of product video. Actually, we've not done one before. So we've had a few things sent to us now, and we've got a bit behind track with all of the summer holidays and adventures that we've been on. We've had fun, haven't we? Loads and loads of fun. So what we've got here is we've got a stand-up paddle board, or SUP board as they're more commonly known these days. We've taken it out to Germany, we've used it a few times on the lakes. It's absolutely brilliant. I would not do a review unless it was something that I actually wanted and something that I actually liked. So without further ado, let's take it to bits and yeah, let's have a look. Right, so first of all, let's start with the bag. Before we go any further, I don't actually know any of the technical details. There's so many videos out there that give you all the technical specs, what it's made out of, whether it's waterproof, how big it is, how much it weighs, what the wheels are made from. This video is not about that. We're just going to have a look at it, tell you what we think about it, and yeah, that's pretty much how this video is going to go. So this bag is well, it's massive, it's durable. Not only has it got all the paddleboard stuff in there, we've actually got some extra stuff in there, some really fun extra stuff in there, which I'll show you in a minute. And it's good because rather than having to just squeeze everything into a bag, you can just quite simply put it away, and then we can put some extra stuff in there as well. So it's good, and it's been really useful for the van because we've been able to just sort of stand it up in the van and then bungee it to the back of the seat so it didn't roll around, which for our little van has been really good. So let's have a look at what's actually inside this bag. One thing I did forget to say, it's got carry handles on it, which is good, and the wheels, which I did mention, which is a lifesaver. So you just pull it along and obviously you don't have to carry it. Right, let's have a look what's in here. So obviously, like I said, some of this stuff did not come with the paddleboard. So we've got a life vest in here. Mine's in the van. So that's the first thing, which we'll just keep to the side because that's not part of this video. Got a couple of armbands. We've not unpacked this since we've been to Germany. So Amika's armbands. And best of all, yeah! Sorry Outdoor Master, but best of all, an inflatable unicorn, which you can hear Amika in the background there. Is absolutely brilliant, apart from it takes about 30 minutes to blow up. So what actually did come with the paddleboard, as many of you'll know, on previous videos I dropped my phone in the sea, which oddly yesterday started working again. I don't understand that. It comes with a waterproof phone holder, a fin for the bottom of the paddleboard, obviously, a very effective pump, trust me it is. I've used it many times already, it's good. What else we got in here? We've got a bag. I keep everything in the bag just so it doesn't all sort of roll around in there, although I probably will need a proper bag because that's coming to the end of its days. And inside the bag we've got 3 pieces of poles, pipework, which form the paddle. Funny old thing for a paddleboard, and they quite quickly go together, as you can see. And yeah, you just press that button, squeeze it in, it's locked in place. Turn your handle at the top so you know when it's in the right place. And at the top, which you may or may not be able to see, let me come a little bit closer, is some numbers, which is, I think, is inches and centimeters. And I believe what you're supposed to do is you set it to your height. So I'm about 180, I think, who knows. And then it should be at the right height when you paddle board in. I've been quite good at this now. So that's the paddle for the paddle board. I'm not laying this out very well, am I? Right then, time for the main event, the paddle board itself. So we opted for the yoga board because, as you know, I'm a keen fan of yoga. The reason I went for the yoga board, when Outdoor Master contacted me, I said, look, I really want a paddle board. I'm glad you've got in contact with me, but Amika's not really that comfortable. She's not keen, a bit like me, she's not keen on the water, so I didn't want her having her own paddle board. And to be honest, I don't think she would go on a bit on her own to start with. So I said, look, let's have the widest one that you've got, so we can both sit on it, and when she's sort of nervous and bouncing around, at least for our first paddleboard, it'll be less stressful and it'll be a lot easier for us both. So we went for the yoga board because it's the wider board. And yeah, it's a little bit dirty, guys, because I've been using it. I've had all sorts of stuff on it, including food as well as me. So I'm just going to pop these in here so I don't lose them. Yeah, and here's the paddleboard. So let's get it rolled out. One thing I probably would advise is don't come on a rocky beach, because it's probably not the best place to start messing around with your paddleboard. So the pump quite simply screws on like that, and there's a little place at the back where you screw it into. What are you doing?
I'm cold.
Why are you cold?
Because it's cold outside, it's windy.
As you can see, it's so windy by the glass-like lake. The reason she's cold is she forgot her warm stuff, completely ignored me.
I packed them all, and then I gave them to you,
yeah.
And then you chucked them in the bin, remember?
I chucked them in the bin?
Yeah!
Right then, how do we pump this up? So the first thing we're going to do, after we've put the pump together, undo this little screw, and it's got a special attachment which is designed for paddle boards. All you do is just put it in and twist it. By the way, if you've got one of these pumps, make sure when you're using it, you go all the way up and all the way down. Don't go in the middle like that. You're just wasting it. Get the full length going. Right, just over 3 minutes, but I was messing around a little bit trying to work out where I could get the pump down. Now, although it's pumped up, it still needs to go up more. So it says on here, maximum 15 psi, and at the moment we're on 0. psi. What I have noticed is if you overinflate it, there's like a one-way valve in here, and I think it recognises it's got too much air in it and it throws all the air back out. So if you've got it about right or under, it doesn't happen. So let's see. Obviously there was too much in there, got to start again. All right, we're on 7 psi. Let's see what happens. Seems to work. I don't know if that's what happens or if that's why it happens, but it happens. If anyone does know, please leave a comment in the comment section below so we all know. And there we have it, a fully inflated paddleboard. Right, what else do I need to do? Oh, put the fin on. Right, let's turn the paddleboard around and we'll quickly do that. It's really, really easy to do when you've got the fin on the right side. We have the fin on the right side. So quite simply, all you do, obviously the fin wants to be that way, so it goes to the back, and you just quite simply push it in. If it's a little bit stiff getting it in, it's because there's like sand and grit and stuff like that on there, and maybe the first time you get it, it will be a bit stiff. And there's a little safety buckle here, which I always struggle to get in, like that. And there we have it, a paddleboard ready to use. There's a few other features on here I suppose that we should quickly talk about, which are carry and handle here, so dead easy to carry, super light, it's not heavy at all, and a carrying handle at the front and the back, which I can only assume is if you've got 2 people. The handles at the front do come in handy when you come along shore, and then you can just pull it on. And and that's about it. And obviously it comes with a foot safety tether. You put that around your ankle, that goes around the ankle, so if you fall off you don't lose your board. And there's another one on the paddle, exactly the same, that goes around your wrist. So let's get in the water. One thing I will say as well is whenever you put your paddleboard in, always put it in backwards, especially if you're in a shallow bank like this. In fact, only if you're on a shallow bank like this, because otherwise that, I nearly said udder, it's not an udder, is it? That rudder will catch on the bottom and then you'll end up breaking it and distorting it. All right, great news. So not only has the sun come out, but I've been joined by my sister, her husband and kids. So we're all going to get on the water now and hopefully not fall in. A quick caveat as well, if I was out on the lake on my own, I would have a life vest on, but because there's 3 grown-ups here and kids and paddleboards, and we're only going in this little shallow area, I'm not wearing a life jacket. So for all the life jacket police out there, zip it, and I can swim as well. Well, that brings us to the end of the paddleboard review on the beautiful Killington Reservoir actually. Nobody here, we had it to ourselves, which was great. So if it did fall in, nobody would have seen apart from everybody else who you can't see on the camera. So looking forward to getting back out on this with Amika. She's a little bit nervous on the water, so yeah, a little bit more experience. I'm sure she'll be fine. I've got some discount codes to stick in the description, so you can get some money off these boards. I highly recommend it. If you're a little bit nervous on the water, go for the yoga board. It's pretty stable. So yeah, highly recommended. Big thanks to Outdoormaster for sending this to me. And yeah, looking forward to getting out on the water more. Cheers.